Paul Polansky was more than a historian. He was a voice for the forgotten. His work uncovered stories others wanted to erase. His research led him to the hidden history of the Romani people, victims of war, displacement, and silence. Their stories had been buried for decades, but Polansky refused to let them be forgotten.
I was in contact with Paul Polansky. And
You knew him?
Well, I knew him by correspondence, that's all.
How he looked like
He did the big job. I mean, he went there and filmed and argued with the K4 soldiers who failed to give protection to Roma. And he wanted, for instance, he asked them to escort Roma to the Macedonian border. But they would not, it didn't help at all. In fact, they stood back and allowed the houses to go on in flames and be looted and so on.
To truly understand the work, we traveled to Serbia, to the archives where his discoveries were made. Inside the archives, we uncovered the very documents Polansky fought to bring to light, proof of a forgotten history. But uncovering the past was not easy. His work was met with resistance, and the truth was not always welcome.
Well, Paul Polansky and I developed a kind of a friendship, although it wasn't always an easy friendship. He sent me several of his poetry books, and one was about homeless people in America. And I came back to him, I said, Paul, you know, when you write that anyone in the street is so virtuous and so deserving, and anyone on the side of the authorities, social workers, policemen, whatever, are nothing but villains, you know, I think that pretty strong ideological bent, I'm not sure it helps your poetry. And Paul wrote back, okay, I hear you, and thank you for responding, because I don't get any responses at all from anyone else to my poetry.
The project Barry Pen, and the word actually Barry Pen means pride, started between myself and Michael, thinking about what actually is missing here. And when we were talking to the schools, you know, teachers and all the professionals, we very quickly realized that what is missing here is a cultural center, a place, a one-stop place where academics, students, teachers, and other people interested in Roma culture and history would go to.